Hey everybody, welcome to e-learning for April 1st. We are time traveling tremendously right now because you can tell it's Pride Day when I'm taping this, and I have no idea what day you're going to be watching this because it's going to go up on Friday. So you could be doing it Friday or Saturday, or maybe you're doing it on my birthday or wait until actually e-learning day. I don't know. So whenever you do this, hi from the past. All right, we're going to actually start a new topic today in math where we're going to be writing and evaluating expressions. And so the first topic we're going to hit today is order of operations. And here's our learning target for the day. So your learning target is that you can use order of operations to evaluate expressions. All right, how are we going to do that? We're going to, one, follow PEMDAS. If you don't remember, what the heck is that, right? Okay. Two, we're going to be able to explain the difference between an expression and an equation. And then three, we're going to be able to evaluate the expression correctly. Notice I have a little question mark there in case we're not sure what evaluate means. So we'll get into it as we go. All right, so you have a couple sheets home with you right now. So go ahead and get out page 635. That's where you should be looking out of your e-learning folder. I'll pause while you go do that, although you can pause too. Okay, welcome back. All right, go ahead and follow along there on page 735. So, two students evaluated the expression 15 plus 12 divided by 3 plus 5 and got two different answers. Neither student made a mistake in the calculations, so how did they get different results? So go ahead and look at that and kind of solve it on your own. You can pause, and when you come back, we'll kind of go through it a little bit. Okay, hopefully you kind of looked through it and saw how they might have gotten some different things, okay? So what we actually need to do is we need to follow PEMDAS. And if you don't remember, there's a mnemonic for it. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, okay? Or put even mustard and, I don't know, you can come up with your own if you want, but how I learned is please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, so it's tough to kind of go from there. All right. P is parentheses. E is exponents. And then we have multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. When we go, multiplication and division come at the same level. Addition and subtraction come at the same level. So when you get there, and we'll see as we go, you can do those kind of just reading from left to right like you're reading a book. All right, so how could they have gotten different things here? Well, I see a way that they could have gotten it. I could say 15 plus 12 is 27. And then, 27 divided by 3 plus 5, well, that's going to be 9. And 9 plus 5 is 14, right? So that's a way I could do it and get an answer. But did I follow PEMDAS? Did not. So if I follow PEMDAS, let me start. Do I have any parentheses? No. Exponents? No. All right, multiplication or division? Yes, here we go. We have it here, right here. So we have to do this division first. So that gives me 15 plus 12 divided by 3, 4 plus 5. Okay, no more multiplication or division. Now I have addition, subtraction. All I have left is addition, so I just do it left to right. 15 plus 4 plus 5 gives me 24. Excellent. So again, we want to do PEMDAS. Parentheses, right here. Exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. All right, so let's flip the page and look at another one of those problems. Okay, so on the next page, on page 756, at the top, it says two students evaluated the same numerical expressions but got different answers. To avoid getting more than one answer, use the order of operations. Rebecca used the correct order. So you can see the problems there. Now, note it says evaluate, right? They evaluated the same numerical expression. Okay? what's the difference between an expression and an equation? I know you know this, so tell me, talk to the screen, go ahead. I'll hear you through the magic of the power of math. All right, that's right. An equation has the equal sign, but an expression does not have an equal sign, right? So when we're evaluating it, what we're actually doing is we're taking that expression and we're solving it. We're going ahead and giving it an equal sign. To evaluate, you're creating the equation finally, right? We look at it and we say evaluate. Well, if I go through that, that gives me 24. So if we put it, we would equal to 24. All right, so Rebecca and Juan did it different ways. It said Rebecca used the correct order, right? So go ahead and look. Let's see if you can figure out what problem Juan had. Yes, okay. Juan just started doing everything left to right. He did not follow order of operations, right? He just did the plus and then the division and then the multiplication, and that's where he went wrong. You can't follow it that way. We have to follow the order of operations. So Rebecca did it first. Do you know which operation she did first? Yeah, she did division. Remember, multiplication and division are kind of linked and come at the same level. So again, you read left to right just like you're reading a book. So since the division comes before the multiplication on Rebecca's, we do the division first, then the multiplication next, and then finally come around to do the addition. Okay? So again, parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division come at the same level, addition and subtraction come at the same level. When you have either both multiplication and division in a problem, or both addition and subtraction, which way do you do it? Yes, left to right. All right, so let's go ahead now and see if we can try doing some of these problems on the next page. Okay, I'll put a couple up and you can follow along, and then we'll see where we are. I'll leave the PEMDAS up here. And we're going to go ahead and look at, actually let's quickly look at number 3 through 7 up at the top. Okay, here it says name the operation you should do first. So look at number 3, and what operation do we need to do first? Yep, division, good. How about number 4? Yes, multiplication is good. How about number 5? Notice here we have a parenthesis, so that means we have to do whatever's in the parenthesis first. And what's in the parenthesis? Yes, addition, good. All right, now, how about number 6? We have 2 parentheses. What do we do then? Yep, we keep reading left to right like we do. So which operation comes in that first parenthesis? Yep, subtraction, good. And finally, how about number 7? Note we have both division and multiplication. So which one are we going to do first? They come at the same level. That's right, division. So even though it's MD, remember, those ones that are linked, you just read it left to right. Okay, so number 8 is 3 plus 7 times 6 divided by 3. Yes, that's where we are. Okay, so let's work through it. Following order of operations, which operation comes first? Yes, multiplication. All right, so I'm still going to keep my 3, and I'm going to add that to now, when I take 7 times 6, I get 42, and then divide that by 3. Notice how I'm simplifying as I'm coming down. That's really the best way to keep track of where you are. Okay, now I have addition and division. Which needs to come next? Okay, the division needs to come next. So that is now 3 plus, and what is 42 divided by 3? 14. Good. So then 3 plus 14, we can do that, 17. Notice I kind of came right down here, and I'm funneling things down to where I get it. You can kind of think of it as an upside down Christmas tree if you want, just to kind of keep things in line. And there's my little log, right? I know, terrible Christmas tree, but even though this is time travel and the power of math, it doesn't help Mr. Steiner's power of drawing at all. So, all right, how we doing? Feeling okay? All right, let's do a couple more together here, and then I'll have you do some of these problems on your own, and we will look at them whenever you are back. Well, hopefully you're all back on Tuesday the 2nd, but that might be tomorrow or it might be a week from now. I don't know when you're doing this. Okay, so number 9 is 2 times 9 plus parentheses 2 times 14. All right, so now according to PEMDAS, what do we need to do first? Yes, parentheses, good. All right, so in my parentheses I have 2 times 14, so I'm going to keep writing this down. 2 times 9 plus, and now 2 times 14 is 28. Okay, so I have 2 times 9 plus 28. Still have to follow order of operations, so which one do I do first? Yes, I do the multiplication. 2 times 9 is 18. 18 plus 28 now, and now I can just do that, right? When I add those together, I get 46. Look, I've trailed down here, kind of like my upside down Christmas tree again, to get where I need to go. That's to keep you in line and know where you are. I know some of these we can do in our head, and that's okay, but if you have something more complex, it's going to be really easy to get lost in it, all right? So make sure you're following down. All right, I hope you're feeling good. Let's do one more of these together. Let's look at number 10, where we have 64 divided by 8 times 1/2. Okay, let's check off. Parentheses? No. Exponents? No. Multiplication? Yes. Division? Yes. Okay? Multiplication and division, though, they are linked together. So we just read it like we're reading and left to right. So here we go. 64 divided by 8 is 8. Notice that's 8 times 1/2. I'm still going to keep it there. Hey, what's half of 8? Yep, 4. Got my trail down here. I followed order of operations, so I get the right answer. Okay? All right. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to go ahead and work on a few more of these here. We're going to do 11 through 16 and then 20 through 22 just to make sure that we know what we're doing. Again, we'll look at it tomorrow, but I expect, or whenever it is, but I expect that you have it done when you come so we can actually look at it and see where we might need to reteach or look at it, or if you guys are feeling good. All right, so that's math for today, and I will see you soon.